Hello, and welcome back to Warfare and Fairytales.
Very good.
Session 5, somehow. We are on so many platforms right now, and hopefully they're all working.
Yeah.
So...
Is the microphone working?
Is what one working?
Or she was probably asking if your audio is recording.
Yes.
Yes. Audio is on.
And then sometimes you forget that.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it doesn't connect. Alright. I apologize in advance if we miss anything in the chat because there are 4 chats. But I do have them all open.
We'll ignore them anyway.
No!
I won't. I'll see it.
Yeah, he'll see it. He'll pay attention. Okay. Let me make sure everybody's stuff is in the right place. Yes, 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 yes.
Excellent work.
Thank y'all. Alright. So. What happened last time?
Age-old question.
Age-old question.
All right, so we got back to the Fey Wild,
Mhm.
You know what? My nose.
and then there's an ad on my thing. And then so we found it's been 5 years. We found out that it is no longer Seelie versus Unseelie. It is Justice versus Unity. The Justice side includes the Winter Court, the Autumn Court, the Crystal Court, Dawn Court, Daylight Court, Lost Things Court, Beasts, Earth, and Fire. Unity is Twilight, Wonder, Tinkering, Summer, Spring, Rot, Dusk, Air, and Water. War was triggered by the attempted assassination of Plum and Soul. Dowager felt the actions were harmful and is no longer allied with Delilah, who is the person that we... that sent us away, and also we ended up in her office just now. Justice side made of smaller courts. They want land and power. They want to, quote, conquer and colonize. At least as far as we're aware. The casualties so far have been the Queen of Daylight, the Archduke of Tinkering. The Kingdom of Wander took over the Court of Tinkering. The Daylight Court was absorbed by the Dawn Court. Court of Beasts is about to be destroyed by the Court of Rot. The Autumn Court is a lieutenant of the Winter Court. And that's pretty much it. We found out that some of our party is welcome right now in the Twilight Court. Some of us are not. We decided that we are not going to split our party. We are going to remain together. However... Arno is going to stick around and wait for his... I was going to try to make a joke at Braden's expense, but I couldn't go with something fast enough. Sugar daddy?
You're like, fuck, I have to bully him, but I
There
don't
you
know
go.
how.
So his sugar daddy is going to show up at some point.
Sugar daddy's crazy.
And they're going to chat or something. I don't know. He's like super important to this guy, but you know.
They're gonna chat and kiss.
Yeah, just a little.
Just chat and kiss.
And giggle and kick their feet. Braid each other's hair, you know.
Wow, I was gonna make a bad joke. Never mind.
Put it,
Don't.
text it.
Text it to us.
Okay.
Text the group chat.
And sorry. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We had a little bit of discussions, kind of post everything. We found out a fun little fact about Soul is that she gets hurt anytime her wife touches her with romantic intent, which is a carryover from the Dowager, who is Plum's mom, as some form of punishment that we don't quite understand. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, well.
Sorry, Braden's just being homophobic during Pride.
It obviously delivery matters a lot for that joke, but
Okay.
Braden,
You're
we
an
know
ally.
you're not homophobic. You're fine.
You're fine.
I know. I'm just saying. I would if I thought you guys would have thought it was homophobic. I would not have sent it.
No.
We know.
No.
I mean, I did, but that's not.
No, Braden, we think the summer heat is homophobic. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Yeah. Everything is homophobic.
Everything's
for us.
homophobic as long as it's
Everything's homophobic.
not for
They
me.
do this. They made me do dishes at work the other day. Ridiculous.
Is it Pride Month?
During Pride Month and Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So I don't even.
It's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yes.
Great time to be you,
Thanks.
River.
I know, right?
Oh, great time to be River. Okay. Can we turn the volume up just a little bit?
Yes.
FN, and then I'll click it. Oh. There we go.
Okay. Alright, Almighty DM.
Alright. So, you guys all got a long rest. You were invited to stay in the Palace of the Twilight Court for the night, with the instructions that if you are not part of the side of Unity, or if your court is not part of the side of Unity, you must leave come morning so that no alliances are disrupted. Delilah does set out breakfast for everyone in the morning, and she sort of hurriedly eats and has a cup of tea, which you see her take a little flask and pour a little bit of probably her famous moonshine into her teacup that she takes a quick sip of before she says, "Alright, well, I am sorry to run so quickly, but I have many matters to attend to. As we know, we are unfortunately at war. Oh no, my dear, I believe you are staying here to wait for King Oberon, is that correct?"
Yes.
Alright, that's perfectly alright. We'll make sure that you have quarters and you are perfectly well attended to. If you would like me to catch you up on what you have missed a bit more, I am more than happy to do that from our side. As for the rest of you, other than Lady Asteria, I believe you all are in a tricky position staying here any longer.
We will make our way out.
I appreciate it. If there are alliances to be had or peace to be brokered, I am more than happy to discuss this. That is my ultimate goal, but I believe that you should confer with your courts.
Oh, I have an
before.
idea. Let's make our own court.
What the?
Hold on. She's cooking.
That is a near-death wish, my dear.
Oh, but then we're not on either side. We don't have alliances to anyone either.
Yeah, we don't have alliances to anyone. That is not ideal.
So we also have no allies. And and all enemies. Unfortunately, courts don't like to play with newcomers.
I did see the vision, though. I did.
It's a beautiful vision.
It's a beautiful vision.
It's a dream.
That was such a noise.
Sorry.
Perhaps when things settle down a bit, that can be something to consider. Though, I'm afraid I do not wish to have any part in it. Hello?
Right, well, Anna, you're staying here. Astaria, you're welcome here, I believe. Are you staying, or are you coming with the rest of us?
I wasn't sure what I would be the most useful. I don't know if you want him, Anno, to be by himself. I'd happily stay, I feel like, just so that we're not totally separated, just in case.
Yeah, I think, Fyra turns to you both and goes, I would be worried about any of us being completely alone. So, Astaria, I would appreciate it if you stayed with Arno.
I will be staying here with Arno then.
Thank you.
Don't worry, I will protect you. And I tap the side of his cheek.
Yeah, and yeah, you do that to like a literal stone. Like he's like this guy's so fucking built, right? You know.
He's fucking like yoked. Nothing but
Jacked.
pure muscle
Yeah,
everywhere.
there is 0% body fat right here, right? Like, it's
Right here.
just like cheeks.
Chiseled.
Chiseled jaw.
That
You
chicken
would go to
broccoli
punch
routine's
something
gotta be
really
crazy.
fat.
That chicken and
All of them.
broccoli.
My hand, ouch.
I suppose we should see ourselves out.
I suppose we should. Do we have any way to contact each other? Do we want to see if there are sending stones accessible, or does one of us have that as a spell?
I can cast sending,
Right.
so I would be able to get into contact with you. If it comes to it, I don't know, is there a particular time that you would like me to cast it, just so, because that's 2 ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I send something, you can send something back.
Yeah.
Then I could do that at a certain point in time, just to do as a little check-in, because I can do it. I could probably do it a few times, so long as everything is all right here.
High noon.
Sounds
High
good.
noon. Yeah.
Right. Well, I suppose the rest of us are off then. Where are we off to?
I believe we're staying close by and just biding our time.
Did I make this up, or was there like a hut or something? Like,
I was
you
trying
guys
to
were gonna-
remember if I had said that or not.
There was something.
There was
that,
a
like,
witch
you guys
that
were
you
gonna
could
go
find.
look for.
Oh
The
yes, there was a
witch.
witch.
The witch.
The witch.
The witch. Yeah, there. Okay, there was something. I was like,
Okay.
Remember?
I thought so, but I couldn't remember if I had said that or not, so thank you for bringing it up.
mine's like a still twat. What can I say?
Mine's like a steel
My
twat.
mind's like a
Right, so the rest of us, I suppose, will go look for this witch, while you two stay here and wait for the king.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Did we get new outfits, or were we still in our?
We're still in the stuff that we bought.
Yeah, the stuff that you bought on the material plan.
Okay.
I suppose Arno and I should probably put on stuff that's not.
Yeah,
Okay.
I take off my shirt.
In front of everyone?
You need to put your shirt. Wear your clothes. You must be wearing something. Show yourself some dignity.
I established that early on that I never wear a shirt.
But you wore a sash. Now you're
Yeah,
naked.
well,
Sash
yeah, okay,
on.
yeah. I go.
Now you're
I,
naked.
I
Now we can
look
see
at
both nipples at once.
Oh God.
Um,
God, how are you going to
It-
show
this
yourself?
is like a
Prostrate
well.
in front of your
This
king.
is like a well-attended like.
Oh yeah, this is a
Yeah.
full palace, attendees, everything.
But-
You can
so
get whatever you
I
want.
take off my shirt and I hand it to an attendant. And I said, any sash will do. Thank you.
Oh, thank
Of
God.
course.
Yeah, and I keep my pants on, but I do rip them off at the knees. Because it's like, I guess it's all fur, so I can take that off.
Yeah,
He's got cargo shorts on now.
he's got fucking cargo shorts on.
No,
Yeah,
you know
I-
you know when It's Always Sunny when they rip their pants and then make them like really short jean shorts, like really short jorts, and they're like it's for I don't remember what it said. But it's like so they can spread their legs farther. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah.
So
Well,
an
I
attendee
appreciate
comes
the
and grabs
feedback.
you a beautiful navy blue sash with stars embedded across it.
How come Instagram even says starting soon, baby?
I don't know. Where?
Instagram?
Oh, I don't know. It hasn't caught up for some reason.
Would've been funny if the only sash they had was one that said princess.
Don't tempt me.
Oh, there we are.
Tempt me.
Don't tempt me.
Can we talk about how cute Toby's being right now?
Toby's being so cute.
Oh.
Just a little.
I would also probably ask for something more presentable as well.
Yeah. I think Delilah is like, oh, of course, my dear.
And
Brings
we
you
go
to
play dress up
her
for 2
chambers and
We'll go play
lets you
dress up,
like go
yeah.
through her stuff.
Yes.
Dress up montage.
Dress up montage. What do you think you settle on? It's a lot of She has a wide variety. You see a lot of like very nice ball gowns that are like not super well worn, and also a lot of very like utilitarian like pants and vests and flowy shirts.
God, is she free on Thursday?
I think I would go more for that end of thing, the pants and the
Cool.
what hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha.
What the hoo-ha?
What the hoo-ha? Oh no, new vocabulary unlocked. What the hoo-ha?
What the scallop?
What the scallop?
Oh gosh. I live here now.
Mm-hmm. He's being real cute.
He's so tucked in.
Okay, so you guys do that. Everybody else heads out. Delilah is more than happy to supply you with horses and like carts and whatever you need. And the party splits. Oh, we don't have dice.
We
Fuck.
got changes of clothes too?
I have dice. They're right
I
there.
don't have dice. Say one more time.
Do we get changes of clothes too?
If you ask for them, then yeah, she would provide them to you.
Check on Daisy. She sounds like she's like in something.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's yelling. Sorry, we're having kitty troubles.
Kitty
you know.
troubles. And I need to grab dice anyway, so you guys amuse yourselves for a moment.
And Toby's tucked in.
Amuse yourself.
I don't know. She just sounds like she's screaming from a place. You know?
She's probably in the.
She's screaming from a place.
She likes
the,
to.
you know.
She loves to yell.
Yeah, me too, girl. Look at that guy. You can actually see him playing in the background right now.
Uh-huh.
Grenade.
He's mad at me. Keeps hiding under the bed because I gave him his flea and tick medication today.
How dare you?
He hates it when I do that. He gets so upset.
Makes sense. I would feel the same way.
You should go birdwatch with him, River, in Richmond.
You're right, I should. He's so cute. Look at him.
Stunning.
Earlier, he had his little, like, he has this mouse toy that he really likes. It's like this lime green, like, tiny mouse. And he fell asleep with it, holding it in his mouth. I couldn't take a picture because he was also sleeping on my phone.
That's so funny.
But I wanted to puke. It was so cute. It was stupid.
So fluffy, I'm gonna die.
Alright, yeah,
Okay.
so.
Yeah, if you guys want clothes, you can get new clothes. So we can do that real quick. And then you guys head out. Odds or evens?
Evens.
Evens.
Does everyone change their clothes?
Yes, if you would like to change your clothes, you can change your clothes.
Okay. I get a new wardrobe.
Yeah, I just.
One new outfit, not a whole new wardrobe.
She's packing her suitcase. It's fine.
I'm just wearing plain armor.
Plain armor? Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys all, so we're gonna do the people that are traveling first. So you guys begin to head out. Anyone who wants to can make me, like, investigation or nature to see if you can try and find this hut of the witch, or history.
I'm so sick of this giving me fits.
Oh shoot, you're not in.
Every time. This is. Okay, I got it. We're good. You said nature, history. I'm bad at all of those I'll help Plum.
Okay.
If she'll let me.
She'll let you. She gives you a little bit of a look.
History, is that what you said we could do?
Yeah, history, nature, or investigation. What do you got, sis?
I got an 11.
11? Okay, cool. So Plum did the best. She got an 18 on the die. And she... Oh, I think I see some smoke coming up from the west. Maybe it's a chimney. Seems like there's nothing else out around here, so it's a good place to start, I suppose.
It could be an enemy.
Well, it could be, or it could be the thing we're looking for.
Shouldn't we be safer than Sori?
Well, do you have another idea of where to go?
No, I just mean we should investigate further to see.
Yes.
Let's sneak over and look. How about that?
Anybody there give me an insight check? Other than Plum and Soul.
What'd you say?
Give me an insight check.
Insight? Okay. Oh, that's just a flat D20, right?
Plus your insight.
Plus my insight. Where's my insight? Ah, there's my insight. Okay, yeah, it is just a flat D20 because I got 0. Well, that was a 1.
Okay.
Oh.
Never mind.
So I say, let's go in the opposite direction.
No. It was it was an insight into what's going on with Plum and Soul.
Oh, okay.
So you're good. You can continue in the correct direction. Make me some investigation checks, please.
Can I do perception?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh. A bit distracted, I'm afraid.
17.
6.
Alright, 17 is our best. As you come closer on your horses, you guys get off your horses for a little bit, tie them up, and sneak a little closer to where that smoke is coming from. And you see a small cottage. Sort of a very mossy cottage, sort of covered, it's sort of like under a hill, like built into the hill of, in this forest here. And you see some little smoke with some sparkles sort of in it coming out of the chimney of this cottage. You see a huge mess of plants and things in front of it, and this like huge beautiful garden that looks very sort of messy but full. You don't see any dangers as far as you can tell. It looks very welcoming.
Can I do an intimidation check
Against what?
against the house? Or does
Against
that not work for... Can I check? Can I, investigate maybe?
Yeah, you can investigate again.
See if it seems dangerous or something?
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Nice. You notice on the ground there are some metal runes inlaid into the like stone pavers that go up towards the house. What's your class again?
Warlock.
You're a warlock? Okay. You don't necessarily recognize them, but you know that they are very strong protection spells. You don't think they're going to hurt you if you mean no harm, but they are there.
Well, I'll volunteer to go and meet with the inhabitant and see where we're at. Looking for a witch?
I think that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'll walk right up to the door.
On the other side of the door, you hear a... Yeah, just a minute. Hold on. Give me a sec. And you hear a small explosion.
Yeah.
Toby!
And a few moments later, the door opens very abruptly. And you see a young-looking man with very curly, messy, dark green hair tied up in a bun. Big round glasses, some sort of black, flowery tattoos scrolling down his arms, dressed in sort of strange, like, it wouldn't be strange to us. He looks like he's wearing, like a sleeveless t-shirt. But to the Fey, it looks like very strange garb. But he's basically wearing like a sleeveless t-shirt and cargo pants.
That's so fun.
Honestly, kind of drip that I'm on.
Honestly. And he opens the door and he goes, yeah, what? Mm-hmm.
We were told there's a witch around?
Yes, yeah. Like, witch is like not technically the right word, but like, yes, basically. Come in quickly because I have to put a fire out, so like give me a sec. But you're welcome. You're welcome to come in. I don't know if you're one of those people that like need to be like invited in.
I'm not a vampire.
Well, I don't know. Are you by yourself? Do you have friends?
We have.
Oh, come in. Oh, yeah,
okay.
I'll make tea. Those
Guys,
let
come
me
here.
just put the fire out.
Do you want help?
No, I got it.
Okay.
And you see this spellcaster go inside and cast a icy spell on a small fire that was on the stove that then freezes the entire stove over. He goes, oh shit! Well, that's
Been there.
That's fine. It'll melt eventually. It's good. It's cool.
Can I do an investigation check and see if I know anything that he's doing?
That would probably be an Arcana check.
Okay.
So you're trying to recognize like the magic he's using?
Yeah, I'm trying to see whether I notice anything that he's doing. 'Cause
So-
I'm a warlock.
Yeah, so you're trying to tell what magic he's using, basically, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's like any... whatever he's brewing in a cauldron or whatever.
The fuck is that? Sounds like a button.
You gonna? Sorry, kitty troubles.
1 second.
She's got it in her mouth.
Give me that. I don't know what that is.
It's a little, like, tab from something. I don't know. She just finds shit sometimes. Shit I didn't even think
In
we
there.
had.
Anyway. You got a 12 on your Arcana check?
Yeah.
Yeah. He is casting some not super high powerful spells, just some pretty average that you think he probably cast like Ice Knife, or Ray of Frost on his stove. Nothing crazy. You don't recognize them as warlock spells specifically, so you can rule that out. You think he's probably a different kind of spellcaster than a warlock.
Okay.
Do we remember why we wanted to come find him in the first place? We had a reason, but I don't remember.
Probably to tickle him a little bit.
You're welcome.
Um,
What those fingers do?
What the fuck?
I'm trying to remember.
He's an
Is
expert
it-
tickler.
Was it to clear your courage? Or was it something different?
No. I don't think so.
Because I think the curse was discussed after
Yeah.
it was settled that they were going to go see the witch.
Was it to get an ally?
It might have been.
It might have just been to get an ally.
Yeah. Basically, give us something to do while Tat's got... Not Tat. Arno's got something to do.
Not Tat.
Tat lives on forever, I'm afraid.
Tat lives on forever.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's
He
true.
never dies.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're looking for information, maybe a neutral third party or an ally in this fight.
What fight?
The Fairy Tale Wars?
Oh, that thing. Yeah.
That thing.
That thing. Yeah, it sucks.
What do you know of it?
Literally pulls out a can of soda.
What is that?
It's a drink.
It's Sprite. He soul drinks it and dies.
It's a Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
It's a Mountain Dew Baja Cannon Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
He would be a Mountain Dew boy.
Yeah, and he literally is standing there. Okay, so I need more caffeine before I have this discussion. So you guys are. Hold on, let me check something. Walks over to like a little like crystal ball covered in. It has little like gears on the stand, and it's also like got some vines growing over it. And it's like, give me 1 second, just like 1 second. Goes over, like literally stares at it like this for several seconds. Okay. Plum, Soul, Thistle, Fire. You guys need help, yes?
How do you know our names?
Well, they're not your names. They're what you prefer to go by, right?
Well-
like your whole thing.
Yes.
I know your names too, but like that's not. I'm not gonna mess with that stuff.
Well, hold
That's fine
on.
with me.
How, like, all...
I'm not Fey. I'm like a different thing. It's a long explanation, but I know a lot of things. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here right now in the place and time that I am here is to help you out. Not like you specifically, but like to, well, maybe. I'm here to help.
Okay.
Can
What do
I
you want?
do a Arcana check on his crystal ball?
Sure. Yeah, what do you do to do that? Do you like walk up to it?
Ooh.
Yeah, what way do you check how magical this is?
How close am I to it?
Probably like 10 feet away.
I think I'm just gonna kind of take like 2 steps forward. I don't get too close to it though, and I just kind of crane my neck like this way and that, like I'm kind of looking at it, trying to figure it out.
And he pops his head right in front of you and goes, "Ooh, you don't want to do that." Just a word of warning: if you don't know how to use this and you look at it for too long, you can get stuck.
I love shit like that.
So I would suggest I would just leave it alone. It lets me see different like timelines and stuff, but I know how to use it, and I wouldn't try. It's not gonna work very well.
Cool.
Sol looks at Plum and goes, "No,
But it's a magical shiny.
no."
Fine. And this person goes, oh, I'm Moss, by the way. I'm Moss. Hi. Nice to meet everybody.
What are their pronouns?
He, they. Hey, I'm Moss.
Hello.
I understand you guys are fighting right now. Don't worry. Probably.
I just
All
get
good.
a look of confusion on my face.
So, Fairytale Wars. That's a whole thing. Do you want the spark notes of what's going on? Or, that doesn't make sense to you. Do you want the shortened version of what's happening?
Yes. Which,
Yeah.
and you have no sort of alliance to either side?
No. I mean, no. I know a lot about what's going on, and I know too much about what's happening to be involved.
There's a baby stuck
There's a baby stuck.
in the cabinet.
Did you make Tom Bombadil?
Tom Bombadil?
Tom Bombadil? Nothing? Lord of the Rings, Tom Bombadil?
Oh, fucking Tom Bombadil. Sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot he had a first name.
Tom? You forgot Tom?
I forgot Tom.
Too many Toms to keep track of.
Too many Toms to keep track of.
Apparently.
Accidentally, I guess so.
Baby.
Yes, let me get the baby. That's it. You guys amuse
Sorry, he
yourselves
has to
for a
because
second.
our little situation is so tight that he's
I have to let me get
he's
up.
the quicker picker upper, I guess.
Babies. Get out of there.
We have babies in a cabinet now.
Go.
Babies in the cabinet. I don't think you should leave your babies in there.
No, it's kind of like putting them in the corner. Can you scoot the juice? Make it so they can't get in there.
Yeah,
Ooh, you know what? That box that we don't need, but the house still.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Shush, Dilly. Dilly, be quiet.
I love that the first thing it said was church daily. Church daily. I'm sorry.
Tabernacle.
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 Okay.
Gay man's tabernacle choir.
I hear this.
I thought you had baby locks on your.
We do on
All
everybody
but
but
one.
one.
Oh.
We ran out. What was I?
The
Too much.
knowing too much.
Oh, right. Yeah, I
And
know.
the short.
I know too much to get involved. I don't like to affect how stuff turns out. I'm just kind of here. I'm along for the ride. Here to help in the ways that I can, in the ways that I'm needed. But most of the time, I'm just kind of chilling.
Okay, so the side of justice is in the wrong. Yes.
You haven't heard the whole story. So, the side of Unity has made it sound like the side of Justice is trying to, colonize, right?
Yes.
Not actually what's happening. So, in the material plane, there is a continent called Epic. On this continent, there is a group of people that has found a really big portal to the Fey Wild. Large. Where Where is it? I believe it's in the Court of Lost Things. The Court of Lost Things houses this giant portal that opens into Epic. So, the mortals in Epic are trying to break through this portal. They have discovered it. They are a matter of material plane days away from breaking into the Fey Wild and attempting to slaughter, conquer, colonize. All that jazz. So that's not great. They are a dictatorship. They're not particularly nice. Yeah. So that's not good. So basically, the side of justice is trying to defend the Fey Wild against this attack by going on the offense. So their idea is to conquer before they can be conquered. Right? Which is also not like the greatest situation. Not the best idea in the world, but also they have few options right now. In their eyes, they're trying to protect the entire Feywild. Right? So,
Are they trying to defend the whole Feywild, or are they trying to protect their interests?
both. Two things can be true at once.
You motherfucker. Sorry, that's
His favorite phrase.
So it's colonize or be colonized.
Basically.
Good lord. There must be a better way.
There must be. That's for you guys to figure out, not me.
So you said this time and this place. Do you know who wins?
I can't tell you that. It depends.
Why not?
Well, firstly, not enough stuff has happened where I am to know for sure which way it's going to go. Secondly, if I tell you, that will automatically change it, and so if I tell you what it is, then I'll be lying because it will change. But then, because I now have told you that it will change if I tell you, then it might change the other way. So it really doesn't matter if I tell you or not, because it'll just go the other way, and then the opposite of that as well.
So the way that we want it, we would just have to ask you a particular way?
No, because now that we've had this conversation, it might do the opposite again. And it's impossible to know.
Crazed.
You know? Make sense?
Okay.
I hear this.
Is there any way to close portals?
Sure, yeah, there's plenty of ways to close portals, mostly destroying them.
Couldn't we just destroy it then? And
Sure.
then everyone would be safe?
Yeah, but then you lose a really big way to get from one realm to another.
But isn't there supposed to be some sort of, like, monitoring of that?
Some sort of what?
Monitoring of that to avoid
Yeah.
this from happening?
Absolutely. However, currently, because the courts are split the way that they are, Mrs. Delilah Bennett is the unseelie liaison to the mortal plane,
Right.
and she's on the side of Unity. And this portal is in the unseelie court of lost things on the side of justice. So she's not able to monitor this portal right now because of the way everything's split up.
This is ridiculous.
Words are complicated, dude.
Why do they want to have us assassinated?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
Why are we important? We're new.
I can't answer that one.
Do you know who's at fault?
Yeah.
Can you tell us?
No. You gotta figure it out on your own. Sorry.
Is there anything you can do that would be beneficial for us?
What do you want?
Help.
Ooh. What kind of help?
Somebody else please start asking questions.
You. Points at Thistle. What do you want?
How do we get the courts to stop fighting?
Ooh, good question. See? Good question. So, you have to find a way to protect the realm from outside threats, get everybody to an agreement, and start official peace. There's a lot of pieces to that.
Right.
So what I would suggest starting with, go to your courts. Honestly, I would go with your friends. I would all go together as a unified front that you're like representing a neutral party from multiple sides of the war, multiple sides of the courts.
Yes.
Not really your own court, but like a party. You know, you guys are courts are like huge. You realize courts are like countries.
Mini court.
Sure, you can call it a mini court if you want.
We're a micronation, like Sealand.
Italian ass.
Stop! Don't say that to me! Don't call her name!
Don't cite the deep magic to me, witch. I was there when it was written.
Yeah. So the Moss keeps going and is like, yeah. I would go reconvene all y'all and just try and state your case. And like, you might have to kill some people. Be real honest. You might have to kill some people.
Is it that was you're a tyrant?
Ooh. Ooh, I'm not gonna fix your fight by answering that. I know you guys are arguing about that right now.
Thank you for telling that to everyone.
You're welcome. Anything else? You want some like potions and stuff before you go?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Take this. And they hand you a mysterious liquid. They literally turn around, grab something off the shelf, and hand it to you. I don't remember what that one does, but I know it's not going to kill you.
It's a Mountain Dew Code Red.
Mountain Dew Code Red. Do you want one too? Does everybody want one? I don't remember what they do.
Why not?
Bring them back. Bring two back. I want some.
We also have another 2 people in our party.
Oh yeah, you want some extras? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll make you a little to-go bag.
A what?
Like a little, like party favors, like a little. No, you don't get that.
He puts it in like a DoorDash bag with like this.
literally, yeah, a brown paper bag and like sticks a DoorDash sticker on it.
DoorDash? Where are you from?
Don't worry about it. It won't make sense to you.
Are you insulting me?
No. Oh, so Soul. You're so smart.
Can I grab it and do an Arcana check on it?
Sure. Yeah, Soul, I don't want to offend you. I think you're amazing. I think you're really cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's really impressive. I've seen a lot of the stuff that you've done. It's very admirable, really. You're a great protector.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
13.
It is not magical in any way, shape, or form. It is a brown paper bag.
From fucking Dashmart.
From Dashmart. The potions inside are magical.
I'm gonna look at it and go, this isn't magical whatsoever.
Not everything has to be magical. Sometimes stuff just needs to be useful.
I don't know that I've ever seen a bag like that before.
It's made of paper.
Paper?
Yeah.
How does it... You know what? We should
Do
just
we know
go.
do we know what paper is?
You know what paper is?
Well, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say we know what trees are, so we know what paper is.
There's like scrolls and shit.
Yeah, there's like scrolls and stuff like that. You guys have paper.
Ingenious way to use it.
Cool. Well, if you come looking for me again, I won't be here. So I gotta go. Gotta
Great.
pack it up. Bounce.
Great. Does this feel like a weird dream to anyone else?
Yeah, a bit.
Are we sure that we're not sleeping? Ow!
Sorry. Not sleeping. Let's go.
What are we gonna spend our time doing?
I'm like walking around like with a lot of energy. I'm like very excited by all of this.
Yeah, I think Moss comes with you and is like, so what do you, what's up? What's up?
Oh, I'm just happy to find someone else who has, well, I mean, I know other people that have magic, but,
You're a warlock, right?
yes.
Cool. Yeah, my magic is very different than your magic, but you do some cool stuff. You can, like, cast really high spells, which is nice, and cantrips are amazing, dude. Cantrips are great. Gotta love a cantrip.
Gotta love a cantrip.
I love a cantrip.
Do you have any new spells that I should learn for my, for this, trip that we're gonna go on?
Ooh, that's a good question. You don't have a spell book. Because you're not a wizard, so you can't, like, learn spells like that. But you can ask your patron for something. I can come up with something and get back to you.
Shoot him an email.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can you contact the patron and ask them, and then,
Your mom?
yeah.
You can talk to your mom.
I'll just go ask them myself, actually.
Yeah. Okay. You guys have fun. I won't be here when you get back. Do you want me to do a little time dilation? Because then you have, like, some time to kill. Maybe just sort of...
Sure.
Cool. Sick. Head back to the Twilight Court now. It's been 2 days.
Bye!
Crazy.
Does everybody, like, look okay? Like, 'cause
Everybody looks
we
fine.
didn't sleep?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Bye. Yeah, you guys all walk out, and one of you, so you are looking forward, and you turn around to make one last glance behind you. As soon as you turn around, it's gone. The whole mossy hut, completely gone. And now we will switch over to our other folks.
Woo!
Ooh!
At high noon on that day, do you try and send a sending spell?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send one, and I'll be like, nothing has happened, like, since we're there. We're just kind of, like, hanging out, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be like, hey, nothing's happened on our end.
Wait, has it... Sorry. Time has moved for us as well, correct?
No, not yet. We're gonna go through the 2 days with you guys.
Fucking wild, okay?
Yeah, so nothing's happened on our end. Have you had safe travels?
You attempt to send the sending spell, nothing happens.
Strange. Hope everything's alright.
What are you guys spending these 2 days waiting for the king to arrive doing?
Probably playing some patty cake.
No, definitely getting the lowdown from like the lowdown as far as like troop movement. For me, at least, I'm interested in like troop movements and things like that.
Yes. Okay. So, do you want like the quick version of the major events of the last 5 years of the war?
Yeah.
I can give you that.
Cool.
Cool. I've got a couple pages. take a second.
Oh.
Yeah,
Lore drop.
Lore drop, lore drop, lore drop.
So,
Cutting fingers already.
basically what happened is, the beginning event was an unknown assailant attacked the newly crowned queens of the Winter Court. Mrs. Delilah Bennett teleported the queens and those near them to the material plane. As you know, those are you guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's us?
That's you.
That's crazy.
An argument between the Dowager of Frost and Mrs. Delilah Bennett became a war declaration.
I hate that motherfucker.
Because all courts were in attendance in the room, other issues began to come up during this argument, which began getting more and more intense and more political.
Wait, what became a war declaration?
An argument between the Dowager and Delilah.
Okay. And
Because-
the Dowager is
The Dowager is Plum's mom.
Plum's mom. Okay.
Yeah, so her daughter was almost
Mhm.
killed, and then Delilah used a spell that made her disappear. She was not happy about this.
Oh.
Weird she was unhappy. That's crazy.
Crazy, right? So things that came up were the material plane powers that are attempting to break into the Fey Wild, as well as unnecessary tensions between the Seelie and the Unseelie, and a call for changes. The court representatives in the room began to choose sides, and Delilah suggested a proper parley to find a peaceful solution. So a council of the courts was called. Say that 5 times fast. These attempts at peace instead brought out new issues. In the council of the courts, the war was officially declared by all of the noble and royal representatives of the courts. So not just the people that were in attendance at the party, but all of the official representatives who have all the political power of each court said, yeah, we're going to war. First shot came from the Court of Wonder on the side of Unity.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck
Which
you,
is
dude.
on Twilight's side.
Sick.
They went for their rival, the Court of Lost Things. So they attacked them first. The side of Justice then considered themselves to be defending from both the other courts as well as the material plane. So they consider themselves to be on the defense. As I mentioned to these guys, the large portal in the Court of Lost Things is being attempted to break through, being attempted to be broken through by mortals in Epic. The Daylight Court, in a defense of the Court of Lost Things, begins a full-scale assault on the Court of Wonder. The royalty on both sides are injured severely. The Queen of Daylight is killed in this assault. The Tinkering Court, which is closest physically to the Court of Daylight, attempts to storm the Daylight Castle after the Queen's death, and the Archduke of Tinkering dies in this assault. And then after this, after the lack of leadership in the Tinkering Court, the Court of Wonder takes over the Tinkering Court to for the interest of creating a unified Fey Wild. The King of the Dawn Court steps up to take temporary charge of the Court of Daylight after the Queen's death because she had no heir. And the Court of Rot begins many small skirmishes with several courts. So they are the most involved in skirmishes with a bunch of different courts.
And remind me, Court of Rot is on the side of
Court
Justice?
of Rot is on the side of Unity.
Unity. Okay.
Hydrate in the chat.
Hydrate.
Thanks.
My water's in the fridge. It's getting chilled. It's
My-
getting chilled.
My water's also getting chilled in the fridge, and it's a lovely blonde.
Oh, Brayden.
That is not water.
It might as well be.
No.
I got a refreshing can of Dr. Pepper.
All right.
Not
Anyway,
sponsored.
Not sponsored.
No.
Okay,
No.
I've got a little bit more.
Yes, sweet. Awesome.
The Court of Beasts is the closest court to the Court of Rot, physically, so they are the most affected by these skirmishes. In fact, their territory is almost gone at this point because the Court of Rot has been so consistently attacking their front line. The Court of Winter, Lost Things, and Autumn are planning an assault on the material plane assailants through the portal that are
What were
attempting
those
to break
courts
into
again?
Feywild.
Sorry.
Winter, Lost Things, and Autumn. And they have made that known to the public to encourage other courts to join them in what they consider to be the defense of the plane.
And that's the latest thing.
That's the latest thing. So that has not happened yet. That is just in the works.
Got it. Well then, the obvious thing is going to be to try to thwart that effort.
Yeah.
And you said, sorry, one more time. It was Winter, Autumn, and Lost Things.
Mm-hmm.
And who is our closest ally to the Court of Lost Things? Like
Ye-
geographically.
Geographically, I believe that would be actually your court, the Court of Dusk.
Sick. Oh, Betty. All right. I am formulating a plan for. I'm now formulating a plan for when King Oberon arrives to suggest troop movements.
Cool.
And an assault upon the Court of Lost Things, or whether that's a full-on assault or a something more secretive and tricky.
Cool.
Cool. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm just I over the 2 days I'm waiting, I am going back and forth between like working out and like absorbing as much information about the war as possible, trying to find weaknesses in enemy plans, things like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd probably spend a lot of time with Delilah, who is very much. You notice a little bit begrudgingly, sort of the head figure of this side of the war. She very much wants peace, and very much makes that very clear.
The people in charge of the side of Unity are Delilah, King Oberon, I assume.
Mm-hmm. So the court that is mostly sort of leading the charge is Twilight Court, because the two sides are sort of charged by the Twilight Court and the Winter Court, because that's where the argument began.
Sure.
So they are the ones keeping it sort of the most alive. The Court of Wonder is the most active on the side of Unity in terms of actually like doing stuff. And the Court of Rot is the most, and the Court of Rot is also very active in Unity. And then the Court of Dusk is, of course, with King Oberon, very involved as well.
Yeah, and Rot. How close is Rot to the Court of Lost Things?
Rot is also very close to the Court of Lost Things. So in terms of like geographically close, Dusk and Rot are the closest for sure. And then
Wonder's pretty far away.
Wonder is decently far away. Yes.
I already have a plan.
Cool.
It's so scary when Brayden says things like that.
I
Because-
shiver in fear.
Shiver
Because
and fear.
more, at least like 8 times out of 10, it just involves him doing something, and for whatever reason, he has the best roles of his life during those moments. Like, really, that's what I'm preparing myself for.
He's our Allie Beardsley.
My plan,
Literally.
my plan, very much so, does not involve me as an individual necessarily.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Necessarily, he says.
Necessarily.
If my king wishes, I will go. But so yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Astaria, what are you up to?
At whatever point, I assume I would also find out that something happened, that the Court of Wonder in their involvement,
Mm-hmm.
and probably I would reach out to I would probably, that's the most intense stare I've ever seen in my life.
I'm trying to figure out what he's saying.
I'm waiting for you to ruin River's day.
Oh, don't worry, I'll get there.
Aw,
He already knows, because I had to
Oh,
make
does he? Damn.
yeah. Don't worry. I would probably try and cast a sending spell to the queen, if I could, and say, I'm here, I got lost, are you okay?
Yeah, you immediately get a response back of, oh my goodness, I'm so glad you're alright. Where are you? Can you get back here?
I would
I
send back.
miss you.
Stop! Don't say that to me, don't say that! I literally will puke.
Sorry, Dilly.
I will send back,
Dilly, come here.
what court are we in again? I forgot.
You're in the Court of Twilight right now.
I'll say, I'm in the Court of Twilight. I am waiting with an ally to, wait, I didn't count, hold on.
11.
Oh, I thought I was gonna burp, but I didn't. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. I'm in the Court of Twilight. I am with an ally. Waiting for something. I will try to there soon. I'll cut some words out so she gets the message.
There soon.
I just cast it again. I miss you too.
Yeah, since you cast it a second time, she's able to respond, and, glad you're alright. Much news to share. Ozias and I are both fine. Hope to see you soon. It's your husband.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, so I guess I don't know what really I would do. Is there like, I mean, do we know if anyone else is supposed to be coming or just the one king?
As far as you know, it's just King Oberon and probably his like attendees with him, of course.
Okay. Then I will, I guess, just wait around at that point. See what I can do to like help, not exactly on the war front, but like, I don't know, like, I don't know. I'll just be hanging around looking
Just
pretty
hanging
and
out?
shit.
Yeah.
Just hanging out.
Just hanging out. Do you do any, like, snooping around the castle at all?
Yeah, you know what? I'll do some snooping. Just see,
Do some
just to
snooping.
see what, if I can pick anything up.
Make me a little investigation check.
Oh, well, you know, that's... Am I missing a paper? Hold on a second, chat. Aha!
Hold please, chat. Thank you.
Hold please, chat. Thank you. I needed my skills.
I love that for once when you say chat, there actually is a chat to talk to. For context, River says, hold on, chat, just as a phrase.
Yeah.
When we're not streaming.
Oh, okay. That's a fat 12. Hold on.
Did you ever send
What
me
was
the
I
Heart of
casting
Soul?
again? What was I casting? I was doing investigation, right?
Yeah.
With that, I'm going to use a trait, from the, whatever the class that I picked. As an action, I can inspire curiosity in a number of creatures, and I'm going to choose myself, and I can add 2d8s to that roll.
Nice.
The best part is when I find a d8. Y'all aren't ready. There it is. Okay, that's +1. So what's a juicy, like, 12 gonna get me?
I thought you had 12 to begin with.
What's a juicy 14 gonna get me?
Okay. You at one point, make your way into Delilah's office, again, and sitting, you make your way behind her desk, and sitting, on her desk, you see 3 small, picture frames. One larger picture frame and 2 very tiny ones. You see, 2, what appear to be twin girls, with sort of reddish brown hair, brown eyes, and in the center you see a larger picture frame of a, like, short cropped ginger haired man with freckles who's smiling but has, like, a lot of scars on his face, looks very strong and tough, but very, in the moment is, like, smiling very sweetly at whoever is painting this portrait of him. And you don't recognize any of these people, and they also, notably, none of them have pointed ears.
Do we know anything about, like, Delilah's life outside? Like, I know she's a liaison, but, like, has there ever been periods of time that I would know of that she, I mean, I guess, I don't know if I would know that, but, has been, like, gone for an extended amount of time?
You can make a history check, yeah.
I'll just make that. I'm not smart, but I'll do it.
Did you pass any orange-haired people in the castle?
You'd also do a check
Okay.
for that?
Okay, I got a 14 that time.
A 14? Absolutely. It's well known that Delilah most of the time allows her younger sister to run the Twilight Court while she spends most of her time in the mortal plane.
Gotcha. So...
She also notably is, as far as it is known in the Fey Wild, is not married, and yet goes by Mrs. Delilah Bennett, which is not her maiden name.
Huh.
Her sister is Lady Viola Pandora, and she had previously gone by Delilah Pandora.
Gotcha. So as far as anyone, like, in the, you know, the courts know, she's not married, wouldn't have kids. She's a single lady who's just, you know, power move using misses.
Yeah.
She's married to her job.
She's married to her job.
Okay. Do the kids in the pictures, do they just share some resemblances by any chance?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well,
They're
that's
so
good to know.
little. They look
They're so
very,
little.
very young. Like toddlers.
And just
Has war been going on?
the plan currently with the side of justice, right, is that they want to attack the material plane first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's good to know, because I'm... Okay. Okay.
Some little tidbits.
Well, stuffy nuggets.
I have a question about the pictures.
Yeah.
What's the... how many years were we gone in relation to the age of the kids?
So it has been 5 years on the, in the Fey Wild, but it's only been days on the material plane.
Okay.
So you would say that those kids look definitely younger. You're not there, but for you guys all to know, the kids do look younger than 5 years.
Gotcha. I had something and now I'm trying to think of it. I'm stewing.
You're stewing.
Hold on.
He's
I'm
cooking.
stewing.
He's cooking.
He's cooking. I think I would like to try at some point when she has the time to talk to Delilah and see if I can find out if we have any awareness of... Wait, never mind. Don't... We already know the answer to that. Ignore me. I'm done. I found out all I need to know for now.
Okay.
I was gonna ask where the portal went, but I was like, no, we fully know that already. Don't ask me, don't listen to me, I'm silly.
Silly.
Yeah. I did turn off my camera for a second.
Okay. You're not muted, by the way, just so you know.
I know. I
Okay.
was just turning off the camera.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure you knew. Cool. So yeah, you guys spend your 2 days doing that. And at the end of the second day, there is an announcement made that King Oberon and his daughter, Princess Amara, have arrived.
Sick.
So they...
I go to greet the king.
Yeah. He walks in and looks... You didn't send him any sort of message, correct?
I thought I did last session.
Okay, I couldn't remember if you had or not. I want to say he was... Did you do sending to him? Or did you, like, send a message? Do you recall?
I think I sent a message.
Okay, I think because he was traveling, it probably didn't get to him.
Cool.
So he, arrives and looks surprised to see you and goes, Arno, it has been some time. I'm glad to see you're alright.
And I'm already, like, one knee down, head down, like...
Yeah, and he immediately, sort of lifts his hand and goes, you may rise.
I think I like to think that, like, maybe our relationship is very, like, we were in war together, and that is kind of how I got this position.
I think so.
And so I do the hero's handshake.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah. I say I am eternally sorry for having been gone these many years. We were thrown into the material plane and had no immediate way of returning. Can I do like an insight check, see what he's thinking?
Yeah,
feeling?
go ahead.
Yeah. What do I add to insight? It's probably awful. I mean, it's not great. 4.
He's a very hard to read man. You know him pretty well at this point, but he guards himself very easily.
Do they kiss?
So I think I will say, please, Your Majesty, let's get inside, get everyone comfortable, and then we can talk.
Absolutely. You remember my daughter Amara?
Of course I do, and I give another deep bow.
She gives you a sort of uninterested nod.
Great fucking news.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, I'm not interested. I'm just being formal. Is she like gorgeous and like that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Out of your league.
But also Oberon, I'm like Oberon's age, right?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, so definitely not interested.
Yeah.
So she's just
She is a full adult, to clarify.
Well,
She's
sure,
not a
but-
kid, but she is, is his daughter.
Yeah, and
You're
she's
probably
just, like,
in between their ages, honestly.
Okay. She's just like pissed off that she had to like come. Right?
Unclear. You can make an insight check if you want.
Sure. Yeah, worked well last time. That's 21.
Oh.
my god.
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Canonically, Oberon's just hard to read.
Yeah. She's always been a sort of like sullen, annoyed person. When you knew her last, she was in her like early 20s and was just getting out of that like teenageness. Seems to have not gone away. With an insight check, you notice also a ring on her finger now, which had not been there
Mary.
previously.
Ooh la la.
Oh, I see. Congratulations are in order.
What?
Gosh, she just
Your,
farted.
She just fart in your face.
Yes, she
I was
did.
careful. She's gonna give you pink eye.
God, I know. She
Your,
farts all the time. Sorry.
What
No,
he does
you're-
do not give that cat greenies. He will blow it up.
Yeah, you're married since last we met.
Oh, it's been a few years, yes, but I suppose that's new for you.
Who's the lucky person?
Oh, that is the fact that the one thing that I did not write down. Give me one moment.
Leave it to me to ask the question.
Leave
Guarantee
it to
it.
you to ask the
Guaranteed.
one thing I didn't write down.
He
I
spent
literally
hours
have,
in a
I
coffee
spent
shop
out. I
yesterday.
literally have Princess Mara, spouse, empty.
Are you? That's where you. That's where you
That's
get.
where I stopped. That's where I stopped.
What did we start talking about that distracted you so hardcore that you didn't go back?
I forget.
His name is Hugh
Shh.
Janus
The
or Dia Rhea. Mr. Rhea to you.
Amanda
Mr. Rhea.
to
Mr. Rhea
Amanda
to you.
Hugging Kiss.
Amanda hugging kids. Oh, he's a noble from the court of air and water. That's her only
well.
response.
It wasn't the best day of my life. I learned so
she
much.
she looks
Very political marriage.
very political marriage, you think.
Is she interested in men?
Unclear.
It was a 21 insight.
It was a 21 insight check. You don't think it is a lack of interest in men. You think it's a lack of interest in this man.
Got it. All right. I'm sure your union will be blessed. And I'm gonna turn around.
You hear her mumble behind you, just like, well, we've got 2 kids, so I sure hope it is.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm gonna look at Arno and just shake my head. Like social faux pas.
Yeah. No. I am a social faux pas.
I am a social
I
faux pas.
am a social faux pas.
We have to make that a sticker right now. Expeditiously.
Somebody write that down. Jot that down. Jot that down.
This character is strictly built to fucking kill people. Like, cool. So so I go inside and I make sure that Oberon is taken care of, and make sure that all his attendants are doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Until he's ready to discuss.
At this point, you all have, the rest of you have had your little weird time skip. You are welcome to return to the palace if you would like, and see if Delilah will allow you to enter, or you can wait outside.
I'd like to just see if we can get entry. I won't push hard if we can.
Cool. Yeah, you come up and a guy goes, Rat, state your business.
I would like to see if we can gain temporary access through Mrs. Delilah Bennett to just wrap up a few loose ends.
Let me see what I can find out. Disappears for a few moments, and returns, says, you are temporarily invited as neutral parties into the Palace of the Twilight Court as guests of Mrs. Delilah Bennett.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And escorts you all in, and everyone can sort of come back together again. And yeah, you guys are in like the dining hall. King Oberon is sort of placed at one end of the table while Delilah is at the other, and everybody else is seated at this long dining hall table. Delilah goes, well, now that we are all here and we have more information to be gathered and some outside opinions to be included, let us begin this war council.
Indeed. I can't speak first because
Yeah.
I'm. Yep.
Yeah, King Oberon speaks first and goes, absolutely. So, and begins to give all of the latest information of from his court, a few skirmishes with the Court of Fire and Earth. There have been some attacks by the Autumn Court on the Spring and Summer Court, specifically the Court of Crystal, and he makes a sort of side-eye at Thistle as he says this. The Court of Crystal is currently under siege by the Court of Air and Water, and he sort of looks at you to see if you have any sort of reaction to that, Thistle. So go ahead and... Do you show any outward reaction to that, or do you try and hide it?
I try and hide it.
Alright, make me a deception check.
Oh, oh, oh. 14.
What is your reaction?
I'm concerned, but I mean, our fortifications are pretty good, but of course I'm concerned because my mother is there.
Yeah. Do you have any sort of reaction to the fact that you know that this man and Delilah are both allied with the Court of Air and Water, and they are on the side that is attacking your family home? Do you have any reaction to that?
I take a moment to look at both of them and kind of make sure they're not going to suddenly attack me. Like, I'm kind of...
Yeah, I don't think you get any sense of danger from anyone in this room. But King Oberon seems concerned at your reaction.
As if you'll turn on him.
He's worried that you're gonna attack him or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But when you seem to not have any intentions to do so, he continues on.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, just basically gives the recap and says to anyone who Arno, I understand that you have been caught up on the many events that have transpired in the past 5 years. Allow me for anyone else in the room to go over what may have been missed. And he goes over all of the events that Delilah went over with Arno to explain what has happened in these last 5 years. His interpretation of everything is very similar to the interpretation that Delilah gave. And yeah. Throughout the meeting as it continues and Delilah and Oberon share information. You see there are 3 empty chairs in this room, and you see late to the meeting 3 people walk in. You see a beautiful tall woman with long purple hair, who looks vaguely similar to Delilah, yet her skin sort of sparkles and shines in the light, and she has like wings upon her back. She looks very Fey, very classically Fey, unlike Delilah, who looks very normal. But you can see a family resemblance there. She walks in, and anyone make me a history check.
Our wings genetic.
Oh, that's a 19. That's
19.
the best roll I've done in like maybe the last 5 years.
10.
Damn.
9.
9. And
What are
you're a
we
little
rolling?
distracted. What did I say? History?
History?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
What of the Autumn Court? And like, I know that they
The Autumn Court seems to be
9.
taking direct orders from the Winter Court.
right. More of, has there been big hits there that would be pertinent to?
There have definitely been some hits there. It is one of the more fortified places, so you have not heard of any, like, nobility that has perished.
Cool.
Yeah, they are mainly doing the assaulting, not being assaulted. Anybody that got a 10 or higher recognizes the Princess Lady Viola Pandora, the younger sister of Mrs. Delilah Bennett. She walks in with her son and her husband. 2 separate things. Her son, Theodore, and her husband, the Earl Angus Pandora, who is originally from the court of Rot, but is now married into this court. And the 3 of them walk in a bit late to the meeting and all sit down together, and Viola goes, "I'm very sorry to have missed the beginning of such a meeting. I understand we have guests from across the table, as it were."
Dang.
I just kind of wave.
Only here to support the cause for peace.
Well, very good. We are all about peace on this side.
And speaking of peace, I have war plans.
King
I have
Oberon
peace
nods
plans.
to you.
All right. So I propose propose a plan, which is technically 2 attacks, though part of one greater movement. That the Court of Rot launches an attack, something bigger than what they have done previously with the skirmishes, on the Court of Lost Things at their southern border or somewhere that would draw troops, right?
Okay.
To make a longer and do it in a very big public way, that it would draw enemy troops there to engage with the Court of Rot, whilst the Court of Dusk and whoever else, preferably a much larger contingent if we're going to go traditional battle, or an extraordinarily small group of people infiltrate where the court it was the Court of
Lost things.
Lost things?
no, the
Oh.
Court of Winter, Autumn, and Lost Things are preparing to assault the material plane.
Mhm.
And this would allow, hopefully, the Court of Lost Things to either cut down the amount of troops they have there, or completely remove themselves from that material battle and engage with the Court of Rot, to allow, and even it could be a double fake out where the Court of Dusk and whoever joins them have a much larger battle while a smaller contingent go in and cripple the enemy from attacking the material plane.
Cool. You see King Oberon looks very proud and nods at you as you explain this. And then, Thistle, what do you have to say?
I just have to say that, if we destroyed the portal to the material plane there, wouldn't that solve both problems?
Sorry, what?
If we destroyed the portal that the humans are trying to get through, which is also the portal that the courts are trying to go through to lay siege on the material plane, wouldn't that solve both problems?
Are there magical ramifications for destroying a portal?
Make me an Arcana check, anyone who wants to.
I'll make one, but it's not gonna be good.
I like that idea. How do you propose we do it?
I got a 4.
I got a 14.
10.
Cool. Plum goes and Plum looks concerned.
19. I got a 19.
A 19? Okay, cool. Delilah speaks up as you realize Thistle. Delilah goes, portals are my specialty. Destroying one, particularly one so large, it is very possible it could destabilize every portal that exists. And it would either cause a large explosion of magical energy, it could completely destabilize and suck things into it, or they could just disappear altogether.
River?
I'm not saying anything. Not a word.
Either way, destroying a portal of that size would be disastrous. And Thistle, you realize this is completely true.
So the only option...
I realize it's true, but I'm thinking about how bad the ramifications of that would actually be versus 2 essential continents being at war with each
Yeah, so
other.
what she's saying is it's possible that the entire Fey Wild could be destroyed if you destroy that portal.
Millions of people would die.
Yes, but millions of people are gonna die if people cross through the portal.
Well,
Not
it's
necessarily.
Not necessarily.
It's more of like it's like if it were 2 planets and one planet blew up the other one. Do you know? It's not like
I'm coming in and some people are colonizing this planet. It's the planet. It's Alderaan in Star Wars. You know, the planet doesn't exist anymore.
You just froze, so you're gonna have to say that again.
Am I back?
Yes.
So it's not like I'm conquering this planet and most of the people there are still alive. It is Alderaan in Star Wars that it is gone. Like like you would be dead because you are in the Feywild.
Yes.
There are casualties of war, but comparatively, significantly different.
Yeah.
Because
okay, so blowing up the portal is not an option.
yeah, because also innocence would be impacted by the portal, whereas people are kind of, it's less innocence in the moment right now.
Okay, so my other option would be if we could get different courts to start signing a neutrality agreement, would that work?
Delilah speaks and goes, of course, but that's what we've been trying to do for the last 5 years. It's not so simple. People want what they want. The side of unity is ready for peace, but, well, most of us are.
And to me it seems that the only way to assure peace is to make the side of justice see that their efforts are never going to prevail. Not that we intend to destroy them, but that their efforts to attack the material plane will not be tolerated by the rest of the Fae.
I agree.
So, just of course, because I'm part of the, my court's in the Justice Court,
And just to clarify, is this something Thistle is saying out loud at the table?
so let me discuss it with you guys first, I think.
Okay.
So it sounds like basically the only reason that the justice courts are attacking is because they don't want the humans to come through the portal and start slaughtering everybody. Is that right?
No. They also want to say, you came over here and you're hurting us, now we're taking your land and we're going to kill your people.
They want to do it first.
They want to do
like,
it first.
They know it's going to happen, and in the material plane, in terms of like isn't it it's days for them? Do we have an idea of how long that is between?
Several years.
Like,
It's potentially years. If the time dilation stays the same as it has, which is not guaranteed.
Okay, so right now we do have the idea, we're under the impression that as long as everything stays the same, that we have time between when the material plane could reach into ours. So we're not on this crazy time crunch as far as we know to solve the problem with the material plane directly. We can go forward and tackle peace first.
That's what it seems like, yes.
So my other question is, and I don't know, we might have to talk to my mother more, but did my mother, the Queen of the Crystal Court, seem like a very vindictive or bloodthirsty person? Does she seem like the kind of person that would be doing?
I mean, you know her as your mother, but she is a political figure. She has had to make decisions that a political figure would have to make, which are not always the easiest.
May I make a suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was just going to say, no, you would not know her as a bloodthirsty person. That does not sound accurate.
But I would know some of her political leanings and stuff, wouldn't I?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Does this seem like something that she... My point is just, does this seem like something that she would do?
I mean, she is classically, as the Crystal Court, very defensive. That is sort of her MO. So it would make sense that if she felt threatened, she might attack. But without having any contact with her, I don't think you have any way of knowing.
Use froze again.
Okay. Without having any contact with her, I don't think you would have a way of knowing what her thoughts are on this.
Okay, so I think
they can't see your hand up.
Oh yeah,
He
I have a question, Sarah. So that question about your mom, what information were you hoping to glean from it?
I was trying to see whether I could get her to pledge to be neutral with what court are we in now?
The Twilight Court? Yeah, you wouldn't be able to know that without talking to her.
Okay.
So you have not had contact with her in 5 years, her time. So you don't know what her opinions are about this war because you haven't seen her have opinions about this war.
Okay, because my goal would be to see whether I could get this court, her court, and Oberon's court to all agree to be neutral, and then
so the problem is, just so I clarify something for you, the whole of the Court of Unity wants peace. So you already have half of the courts wanting peace, right? So it's not there's not a neutral. It's a you're either on the peace side or the war side, essentially, right? There's not a neutral in between those two. So you already have all of the courts of unity doing that. So you would just need to convince people on the side of justice to move over to the side of unity.
Okay, so I guess my question is, based on how well I know my mother, do I think that I'd be able to convince her
I
to
don't think
move?
you have that information right
And
now.
I don't have that information. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say, okay, so I'm gonna say to everyone at the table, I think one of the next things we need to do is talk to my mother and listen to, we've heard your side of the story. I think we also need to hear it from their side of the story.
I think so two things because I want
You froze
Yeah.
at him.
so I want you to know, Sarah, that I as Brayden am not about to come at you for that idea. This is
Yeah.
Arno's character. Cool.
Okay.
Oh God, Arno, no, Arno, stay back.
Oh no, stay back.
And I think Arno has absolutely no interest in talking to the enemy. I think Arno suggests this. If you believe that you will have pool with your mother, I think that's wonderful. I think that is very good. I think it's not moving fast enough as well. It may be politically advantageous for those of us sitting at the table whose court does not align with the Court of Unity, speak openly that they are in support of joining the side of Unity. It may, and in this way, it may destabilize the side of justice, where it might show that it is possible for there to be differing opinions within a court.
I think that Fyra speaks up and goes, I think that is an admirable thing to ask for. I am not the leader of my court. I have not spoken with my court in some time for them. I understand not wanting to confer with those you believe are your enemies. However, that is my family, and I know that they do not make decisions lightly. I would like to discuss with them where they are coming from before I make any decisions.
I also would like to add, Arno, is that your solution to this problem is to create more violence and war. That's what they want, is it not? That they want justice, and I think we are pushing...
I'm sorry, I don't think any Fey wants to slay another openly.
Are you sure about that?
I don't disagree with that. However, you want to start problems where they
I
not
want to end
happening,
problems.
with more war, with more battles.
With more death.
Why?
I think Arno is slowly seeing that the rest of the group is either not on board with his plan or has a what am I trying, like
A different viewpoint?
an ideal of morality that he does not necessarily share.
What's new, Brayden? What's new with you and your
Well, just as like my idea of the fairy kingdom is like you can kill people, it's just you gotta have a reason.
Is Arno a libertarian?
I mean...
I think fairies are.
That's a sentence.
I know that's crazy, right? Anyway, but I think Arno says, I know what I can do, and I know what I am good at. I would love for peace talks to resume. However, I have not gotten the impression that we are in that place.
I just don't I don't fully know if peace could happen if we continue to instigate things.
I have a proposition. Perhaps we go into peace talks with a deadline. If we do not reach peace or agreement by a certain date and time, then we move forward. But I'd like to know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that we're making the right decisions and we're not further digging ourselves into a hole. But
I would just like to not, slaughter my court before they get a chance.
No one's
to
trying
say-
to slaughter
I would like-
anyone.
I would like to look at King Oberon to see if
Yeah, he's
He
sort of sitting there with his hands on his chin, and he goes, I think perhaps, if not... That's the wrong accent. I think perhaps, if not everyone is as aligned with the Court of Unity as I had assumed, perhaps this party that has been neutral towards the war in the interest of not being involved in it, perhaps we leave you to your conversation.
what do I glean from that? Like, is he
Hit a
pissed
insight
off?
check.
Okay. Fuck me. Insight, not my
Fuck.
7.
Can I roll 2?
Yeah.
I would love to do insight as well. I did not roll today. God damn it.
19.
God, I'm gonna kill someone.
You think
Just
that
let me kill someone,
he
that's what I'm good at.
he is making a very shrewd decision here by not making a decision.
I got
I'm
12.
going to look at Arno and shake my
Yes.
head as if he made another social faux pas.
I have to roll an insight check on that.
Yes, make me a deception, River.
Your Highness, I am on the side of peace.
I would like peace too. I just also would not like to lose any members of my court.
As I
22.
said, you
Fuck.
all
I rolled pretty good. I rolled a 17.
as I said, you are all, let's call it undecided at the moment. I understand that peace is what you all want, but that does not mean that you are aligned with the side of unity. And I would not expect that of you.
Okay.
All of
I
you.
know we have been gone for 5 years, but in that time there has been 5 years of war. And I am now talking not to Oberon, but to the people who've been arguing with me. And 5 years of war can't just be erased. What I am suggesting is a swift end. I understand that it might not be as clean as we would all like it, but it is an end.
I think it just kind of runs the risk of
You froze.
right now it just kind of seems like if we come to that swift end, the tensions are going to be just as high as they were when they started, because the other side will not be happy with that result. I think if we try to find that middle ground, and like Sol was saying, is that if we have that deadline, then if it comes to that plan, we should go for it for the sake of ending it. But right now, I think what we need to do, I mean, something we can also do, like, to think about, is that the material plane does want to come to the Fey Wilds. That is completely unrelated. I mean, not completely unrelated, but it's unrelated to their, like, they don't even know the war is happening. So their involvement is not, like, we don't have to, like, I'm sorry, I'm cooking, I'm trying to cook, I'm trying to think. I think, like, the first thing we should do is kind of stop that side from involving them, because if, like, let's say the material plane does get into combat with the other side, we don't know who's gonna win, and we don't want that to happen right now. So I think if we solve the problem of the war here, we can tackle that later, and I don't think us ending it that way, I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah.
I think we're tracking. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
think of it this way, Anno. One court against the material plane, or one plane against them.
I think.
I understand that you are not the best socially, but some of us are, and I understand it's intimidating. But I would happily teach you how to be charismatic.
How noble of you.
Ken, I'm gonna shoot another look at Oberon, whether he wants me to keep talking or not.
I think that he gives you a nod.
It gives me a nod.
Mm-hmm. Like,
To
continue.
To stop, or to continue.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. I am aware that I am not as charismatic as some of our friends around the table. However, I am not so comfortable as some of us using open deception and trickery in order to fulfill our means. And what I'm suggesting is honest. And I very, very much taking taking on this honor tone to this of war is real and trustworthy.
Really? Is that what you think of it? Do you find my words to be dishonest?
Often,
Do you make a
yes.
liar? I have nothing but the truth to say to you.
I'm really close to
I think
throwing
Fyra
down a gauntlet.
stands up and slams her hand on the table and goes, enough. Enough. We are not going to fix anything by infighting. Both of you stop acting like children.
This is what they want, you know.
I think Oberon is right. We can be a neutral party. We can go to these courts. We can gather information at the very least and figure out what is going on first and then formulate a plan. We cannot have a plan without knowing what is truly happening. Arno, I understand that you have information from your king. I don't have information from mine, and I need you to respect that all of us need that.
Mm-hmm.
You are a man of honor, are you not? Is it honorable to not allow others to speak with their people? It's like going into a fight to kill someone and not allowing them a weapon.
That went hard. Fire. Fire.
I'm gonna do something crazy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna take out my dagger.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What the fuck is he gonna do?
And I'm going to cut the palm of my hand.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to reach across the table to Astaria.
Oh, it's
Oh,
talking.
shit.
And I will open my hand and offer a hand of friendship. So open palm, leading, and I will look, and I will wait till Astaria.
Do you say anything?
No.
Just casual self-mutilation with no explanation is fucking insane.
I have a plan. I am offering a hand.
Okay. Asteria will take a moment, and then she will reach her hand across. She's gonna cast Cure Wounds on his wound, and then shake his hand.
Ooh.
Oh, you guys are married now.
I think you're married
Don't
now.
do it.
I'm sorry.
And we'll clasp hands, and I will say, in this moment, we both will call each other friend, and thou's not the right word. Be bound in honesty.
It's a deal.
And that is a fairy deal.
That is
So
a fairy
it
deal.
can't be broken.
So, you two, when speaking to each other, have the effects of Zone of Truth on you when speaking specifically to one another.
Oh yeah.
This does not mean that you can't lie at all. It just is
Yeah,
more
I know.
complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't lie to each other, which is because I obviously do not trust them. So I'm.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
That's on him because I have been nothing but truthful.
Well,
I'm
except for
so
that moment
mean.
a minute ago where you rolled a deception check.
I know, but I'm laughing my ass off if that is the entire basis for this whole thing.
Yeah.
Is because he didn't understand the fucking social cue.
No. That's not. That is not it. It's because I, as a member of the Unsealing Court, I do not trust these Portal Wonder motherfuckers.
Brayden always plays the most paranoid characters.
We're at war.
We're at war.
It's the monastery!
The monks are the cops.
Is
The
it
monks
Brayden?
are the cops of the monastery.
Is it Brayden playing the most paranoid characters, or is it just Brayden playing himself?
No.
No, we don't have time to unpack all of that, alright? He is not paying for a session, Atlas. Do not trust
Oh my god.
Well,
So then I will sit down, because I know that this move, however seemingly small, I know may pay off much later.
Okay.
so to the cults we go. One stop at each.
Crystal Court. Woohoo! Here we come.
Where locationally? Can we also pull aside as a group, like by ourselves? Like
Yeah,
talk
I
about
think
everything
King
itself?
Oberon says, as I said before, would you like us to leave you all in discussion?
Yes.
Yes. Go on, get.
Happily.
I'm gonna need a private word with Oberon before I start talking to them.
Okay, cool.
Kiss.
Yeah.
To
kiss.
To kiss.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone else exits the room except for the party, including Plum and Fire Up.
I'll go to Oberon
Mhm.
and I'll say your command is what I will do.
He reaches into a pocket and places a earring in your hand. Says, I will use this to get in contact with you if you are needed. At the moment, I expect you to guide this party in the right direction.
Understood. I will do my very best.
You will succeed.
And I, again, hero bow, like one knee.
Yeah.
And now I got that anxiety.
Yep. You now have an earring of sending that goes directly to King Oberon.
Shit.
I have a feeling we're gonna learn a lesson in loyalty here, folks.
A
Looking
lesson in
directly to
loyalty?
camera.
I don't know what it is yet, but it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
Something's happening.
Something's
I'm
happening. I don't know what,
super
but it's
excited.
gonna be fun.
I have never been able to be the person with the split loyalty in the party. So this is gonna be fun for me.
He's
So
too
you
excited about this.
go ahead and go back into the room. Everyone
And
is
I'll switch out
ready
my
and
little
waiting.
my little gold hoop for what is the earring?
It's like a little dangle, just a very small.
You gave him a dangle?
I gave him a dangle. It's just a very, there's a small, like, red gem attached to it.
Wonderful.
Cool.
And
Not
I'll
bad.
switch it out and put it in before I walk back in the room.
Cool. So, where to first?
Wherever's
Where do
closest.
we have an idea of where everything
Yeah,
is?
so the Fey Wild is weird, in terms of where things are. But the places that you guys are going, let me just figure this out for myself super quick.
Do we have a map?
No, there's no map of the Fey Wild.
Oh,
Doesn't
too
work like
creepy.
that.
Too freaky.
Yeah, simply doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
Okay.
You guys are in the Twilight Court right now. You're trying to go to... you've already spoken to the King of Dusk. So you're trying to go to the Winter Court, the Wonder Court, the Crystal Court, and the Dawn Court. Yes?
Mm-hmm. I'd like to maybe save Wonder for last, because that feels like we need to have our shit together before we do that
Okay.
one.
I think the Court of Dawn is the closest to the Court of Twilight.
Okay.
And then Crystal would be closest to that, Winter, and then you can go to Wonder last.
Okay.
Do we have anyone
Somebody
who
write that
said
down,
before
please.
the Court of Dawn?
Fyra.
Fyra,
Oh, okay.
can someone write down the order that I just said?
You wait. Hold on. I can do it. What was it again?
It's the Court of Dawn first,
Okay.
then the Court of Crystal, then the Court of Winter, then the Court of Wonder. So Dawn, Crystal, Winter, Wonder. Walking in the winter wonderland.
Okay.
Oh, but it says that like a name. Dawn, Crystal, Winter.
Love.
New NPC name.
Drop that down. Drop it down.
Yes, Fyra goes. Right, well, my court is the closest, but what's our plan? How are we going in here?
Should the people from the courts take the lead, and you are sort of the person in charge of how to manage us, so we all have a part. That way you can teach us the etiquette, the conversation, we can participate or not, depending on what your needs are.
I think that makes the most sense. Right. Well, if we're going to see my father's, it's going to be...
Be who you are.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month!
Sorry. Go for it. I heard fathers and I just...
It spoke to you.
Spoke
It
to you.
did.
Why? Do you guys see the letters at the bottom of our screen? Why is one of them pup?
Why is one of them pup?
Pup. The thing to the code for the meeting.
Yeah.
The first three letters are pup.
Oh.
Got that dog in me.
So funny.
So, that your father's.
My father's, yes. I wish I knew better how they would be reacting to a war. They like to start things.
Fires?
Odd.
Yes.
Fights.
Yes.
Do they end them too?
Typically. So, I believe they can be reasoned with. And at the very least, they can give us some information about what's going on. So,
Sounds good to me.
I feel no reason for do we find that it might be wise to disguise everyone else and make you my retinue.
I do believe so. If
What's a retinue?
Like my
party.
My party, my ladies in waiting and such.
Oh, okay.
Although, Arno, we're gonna have to do something about you.
And be a butler, I guess.
Yeah.
The delivery was crazy.
Yeah, butler,
Maybe a
guys.
Be a
guys.
butler, I guess.
I mean, like butler or like I don't know, like footman or something. I don't know.
I was gonna say, can't he be a soldier? A bodyguard?
I could be. Yeah, I could be a guard. Yeah.
I was gonna suggest either a guard or to have you be, pretend to be my betrothed or something.
Well, I actually think it's a wonderful idea. I think we can play
Wait.
that pretty well.
Are we talking like disguise self or just disguising? Like with clothes?
Just disguising with clothes.
Okay, because didn't Arno talk to one of her dads?
This is true,
So,
But they've
if
known.
you-
but they have known. So
That
you
could
could
actually work.
be yourself.
Okay.
That
I
could
could
actually
be
work.
myself, which means that I wouldn't have to lie, which I'm pretty bad at. So,
Yes.
Interesting.
Except for the
Okay.
part where you're betrothed.
Yeah, obviously that part.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on to that for a second.
You could be a real quiet fiance.
Can I make an insight check on obviously that part?
Sure.
Please, baby.
I can
Come
access a lady in waiting. I've done so for Plum for a long time.
He is so hype.
What'd you get?
19.
19?
On-
There's a
Nice.
little blush on her cheeks.
That's all you
And
fucking
she,
get.
she's a little blush
That's all
on her
I'm gonna
cheeks.
get on
I'm continuing. Give me a
Let a
second.
boy pause. Let
My
the plot
goodness.
Pause for
There's a
dramatic
little
effect.
blush on her cheeks. She's not making eye contact with you. She doesn't seem to be...
She's not suggesting that I.
She's not suggesting anything.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not suggesting anything. She looks a little bit like, oh my god, why did I say that?
Maybe because you and I'm in my head. I'm like maybe because you want to do.
Freudian slip.
Freudian slip.
Great and slip.
Oh, I had
Sick.
said
I'm
something
gonna
too.
file that away.
I had said something.
Yeah, and
Yeah. It's a little awkward to be her lady in waiting.
What?
It's a little awkward to be her lady in waiting.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
No, I did. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Will goes to be absolutely wrong accent. Absolutely. I figure all y'all can be ladies in waiting. I often have a large retinue with me, so having this many is not unnatural. You will all
Wonderful.
just be ladies of the Court of Dawn.
Sorry, would you like to be the lady's maid, like the main one?
Oh yeah, my right hand lady in waiting.
I don't want you to take offense to this, but I have spent quite some time in that position, and I don't believe I would feel comfortable doing that.
Of course, I wouldn't want to make you uncomfortable at all.
But I would happily, join it, regardless. Just, not, right hander.
All right.
Well then, Thistle. Would you like to? Because the matters you would attend to are things that a married woman should not.
What do I have to attend to?
Usually matters of dressing and hair and bathing and things of that sort.
You don't have to actually do that. You're just gonna, pretend to be my right-hand lady.
Oh, I don't have to actually bathe you, then it's all good. Okay.
And be myself.
Oh, I don't have to actually do that thing?
You mean I don't get to bathe you? Fuck.
Fuck.
No,
I
just
mean.
I mean, I could do it actually. Never mind.
I can do it, but like, if
just in case somebody asks you, that's all.
just in case, like, if you need someone, like, you know, I'm here, but like, just in case, and if the bit's going on too long, guys, let's move forward.
I was gonna say, it's a sorry, I'm having a stroke over there.
No, it's River. It's River.
Cool. So yeah, she goes right. To the Dawn Court we go then.
And I have to dip in 15 minutes.
Heard. We can be done right here.
Yay!
I said it because I didn't know if this was a...
Yeah, it's a good
this
stopping
was
point.
good.
You got a cliffhanger for him? You usually do.
Can you cook one real quick?
Yeah.
Give me a second.
He's got 15 minutes to cook.
15 minutes
And
to
the
cook.
doctor was a woman.
Man, my surgery must have been way fucked up.
No, Brayden, you can't say that.
Oh, shit, not me. Fuck.
End the stream. End the stream.
He can't cook under these conditions.
You can't cook under these conditions.
And these guys, these foolish guys with their bits.
So you guys get into some carriages and begin your way to the Court of Dawn. And somebody roll me a luck check.
I did it.
Oh god.
7.
Murph?
Murph!
That's right.
I cannot stand you.
To be fair, I was about to do the exact same bit, so...
Would have been bad for either one of you. What's everybody up to as you are traveling? Like, who's in what carriage? What's the split?
Obviously,
Are
I
we
let
doing
you make
horses
that
or
choice.
carriages?
For...
Plum will be with Soul, yeah. Carriages.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm
Unless
ready.
someone wants to be on a horse.
Arno should.
Arno should.
As the guard.
As the guard. Or no, he's not the guard, he's the betrothed.
No, I'm the betrothed, so I have to be with Fyra.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
I'll be on a horse.
You'll be on a horse? Cool. Make
Yeah,
me
I want to be
dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Fuck me. Oh, Lord Terry.
I'm the lady in waiting, so I'm also right there with you.
Are you on a horse too?
No, I'm in the carriage with her.
Okay.
So, what's a 9 gonna get me, boss?
Oh dear. You are ensnared
Oh, shit.
Oh!
to your
I'm
horse.
snared. To my horse?
To your horse.
Oh,
As
biscuit.
an arrow lodges into your thigh, and you take
My glass
6 points of
bone.
damage.
Paper
How
skin?
many?
6.
6. Oh, my bones.
Are your heart attacks gonna
Oh,
put you to
God.
sleep, River?
I was so scared for a second because remember when off stream, Atlas, that Brayden and I did our pretend fight?
Oh,
My
yes.
HP was at 17, and I was like, oh my god!
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, how many points of damage?
6.
6. Okay,
Cease.
damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
okay.
Okay. That's crazy.
Being attacked. Should I cast fire shield?
That's actually where we're gonna end for this time, and then you guys can start combat on the next run.
Sick.
Yeah.
What, did you need me? I'm sorry. Did you need me to roll initiative? I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. We'll roll initiative at the beginning of next time.
Sweet. Cool. Awesome.
Cool.
Alice, are you okay?
Yeah, sorry. We just got a spam comment that I'm trying to deal with.
You're a mod. I think you might have to.
I know, I don't have Twitch on my phone anymore.
Oh, shit.
No.
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 Oh no. Chlorine.
Cleo.
Cleo. Oh, it's Cleo. That's why I was having so much trouble saying Chloe in a fucking Australian accent.
It was the right one. Cleo.
Cleo. Oh no, Cleo. Teen leafed.
No.
Time.
Okay. Let's end the fucking stream.
Yeah,
We're
okay,
still
yeah.
going. We're still going.
Yeah, sorry. Let me end the stream. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.